What's up, gamers? WQ here. Yesterday, my address was contacted by the police asking or not whether my family felt safe or if they felt threatened by me. This issue was resolved. My family talked to the police, and obviously, since I present absolutely no threat to not only my family but nobody, the situation was resolved. The police understood what was going on, and I won't have to deal with this again. But I don't think that's entirely true, because somebody out there is harassing me, and they've pushed the boundary between cyberbullying me and harassing me in real life. Obviously, I present no threat to anyone. The Linked Past community has been cyberbullying me and harassing me for the past 4 years. They tried to get me kicked off Twitch. They tried to alienate me in the community. They tried to get me to stop playing this game numerous times. They all hate me and insult me. Several leaders, community leaders, have directly contacted me, insulting me. They removed my trip to Denmark. I was supposed to go to Denmark to play in the ESL speedrunning show, and 3 days before my flight, I was contacted by the ESL representative, and she told me that I was not welcome. No explanation. Well, quite obviously, the Linked Past community contacted them and said I was a threat. I guess because it happened again, except this time it was the police department in my city. Now, I think it's quite obvious who did this. It's almost certainly Downtime Death, the cheater, the splicer, who has been the leader, the ringleader of the harassment, the ringleader of the cyberbullying. The Linked Past community actually admits to being friends with. They actually go to every effort to protect this guy and befriend this guy. They even put this guy's times back on the leaderboard after he was confirmed a splicer. He's the same guy who made a fake Twitter account impersonating me and then contacted 40 of my followers with leaking my full information, my full name as well. Contacted 40 of my followers with the YouTube video he made that was defaming me. When I tried speaking out about this stuff in the past few months, of course, I've been hit with a lot of criticism, a lot of hatred, a lot of people saying that either I have no case, the situation's completely fine, or that I'm actually the problem. A lot of specific community members in the Linked Past community actually say I'm the problem. Well, now the police have been contacted by an anonymous tip saying I'm a domestic threat to my family, saying I'm unstable, and that I'm wondering if my family is safe and secure. So, of course, this is going to happen again. They're going to keep contacting my police. They're going to try to harm me. They're trying to harm me. And I, of course, am going to ADDQ in 2018. I'm going to other live speedrun marathons. And this guy and his clique, the Linked Past clique, as it is, that they all watch him. They're all his good friend. You know, I've seen multiple of community leaders, Linked Past community leaders, actually say that he's their friend and it's not an issue. They've said the issue is resolved. They said it's not an issue. He's their friend. They don't condone what he does, but he's their friend. Well, do you condone him harassing me? Do you condone him stalking me, calling the police on me? Do you condone the police coming to my house and my brother wondering what the hell is going on? Because this is what's happening. This is what's happening in real life. This is not an online game anymore. I have blocked the majority of these people on my social media. I have blocked these people in the past. 2 years ago, I blocked all these clique people, and I unblocked them because I received an enormous amount of hate from them, an enormous amount of criticism, and I felt I did something wrong. So I unblocked them. Of course, then this happens, and nope. I'm blocking them again, and now I understand what's going on. They're going to criticize me, they're going to keep insulting me, keep calling me a retard. They're going to get everybody in the community to make me look like a bad person, make me look like a villain. I know they're going to try to contact the police again, or if they have my address, which they might have, they have either my address, my phone number, or where I live, and they have my full name, which is not public. And they're going to keep contacting my friends, my family. They're going to keep contacting the police. If they have my address, they're going to send me stuff in the mail, almost certainly. And I do not feel safe living. I don't feel safe going to ADDQ. I don't feel safe regarding this stuff. And it really worries me too, because nobody seems to understand the severity of the situation. And the Linked Past community seems to think not only is this a joke, but they seem to think that Downtime Death is the victim. They seem to think I'm the perpetrator and he's the victim, and they have told me this directly. Obviously, I should be okay. I'm 6'2", I'm about 180. I'm a big guy, so I'm not going to be in any immediate physical harm. I'm not going to be in an immediate threatening position. I have enough money to deal with lawyers if and when it comes to that. I'm not particularly worried about that side, but the terrorism that these people are putting in my life is hard, because now I already had problems whether or not I should stream. There's no way in hell I can stream now. These people record everything I do and they save it on their hard drives, and then they put it together, they splice it together to make me look bad. This happened in 2014 when they tried to kill my Twitch channel, tried to get me out of the community and try to prevent me from streaming anymore. They spliced together a bunch of bad, out of context audio clips, made me look like an enemy, made me look like a bad person, and they spread it like wildfire. And you have a bunch of community leaders, obviously these people are psychotic and fake, spreading this stuff, and so, you know, who's gonna listen? Well, you had a bunch of people turning on me. I know a lot of people online that have either died, been the target of murder, been the target of intense cyberbullying, and I know a lot of these people, and this has been going on for years. This has been going on since about 2014. In fact, I've never been respected in this community. I've never been respected in the Link to Past community. I've always been the target of people trying to demonize me. Well, it was usually just one or two people. What's the big deal? You know, I brought it in the video game. I brought it in the speedrun. If I can bring in the speedrun, then what's the big deal? Well, that's when this clique was formed. That's when this clique was formed in 2014. By the end of 2014, they tried to target me. 2016, they were splicing runs. 2015, they tried targeting me too. 2014, they formed their clique and they tried to get me off Twitch. 2015, they started targeting me. 2016, they started splicing runs. When it's one or two people, it's not that big of a deal. And if it's just internet beef, what's the big deal? When it's a whole clique that completely runs the game that you play, starts splicing runs to beat your times, starts contacting the police, starts contacting people like the ESL trip, saying, hey, you know, this guy's unstable, he will do something crazy. You can't, you know, don't let him allowed. And then he's friends with the leaderboard mods. He's friends with the Discord mods. He's their friend by their admission. Scrivo, he specifically told me, he's my friend. I don't agree with what he does, but he's my friend. What does this mean? What the hell am I supposed to do? I don't feel respected as a player who runs the game, as a player who plays the game, who wants to submit my time. They've bullied me off the leaderboards. I don't feel respected. No, I feel like, if anything, I'm a target. I feel completely demonized. I feel like my opinion and my value as a player, I've played this game more than anyone else, it's completely thrown in the gutter. It's completely thrown into the trash. And now this guy, almost certainly, contacting the police. And then Scrivo's still his friend, Delna, Blunt Bunny. These guys are leaderboard mods. These guys are his friend by their admission. They're his friend. No apology. I've never received an apology of any kind from these people. I've never received any sort of transparency at all from these people regarding what this guy has done and their clique has done to me. And in their words, it's not a big deal. It's just a game. Well, it's not a game anymore. This is going outside. This crosses the line. This completely crosses the line. The ESL job, borderline crosses the line. Right, that's on the border. That offended me a lot because it hurt the game. A top runner in the game who also wants to look good, wants the game to look good. Completely, that's a huge opportunity. It's completely ripped out of my feet. Completely ripped out of me for no reason. No apparent reason, no apology, no transparency what's going on. In fact, the person who got the job, he called me a retard and a psycho the day he left. And then a week later, he was moderated on the leaderboard. And then a week later, he actually followed the person who contacted the police. He followed their alt account on Twitch. This is a clique. It's a network, and all of them hate me. They all completely hate my guts, and now they're pushing it. You know, this ESL job, that was insulted enough to the game and to me. Contacting the police, now you're putting my family in danger. You're putting me in danger, and you're putting my family in danger. This is completely across the line. It's completely beyond any form of internet beef, drama. This is not internet drama anymore. This is illegal. Contacting the police with a fake report, demonizing me, that's domestic terrorism. This is terrorism. This is harassment. This is terrorism. And When is the cops going to show back up at my door? When are they going to call my family? I can't expect that. I can't predict that. This person's already contacting my Twitter followers, already trying to harm me in the past and harm my Twitter followers. Now he's contacting me directly, contacting the police, trying to harm my physical person, trying to terrorize my family. This is completely crossing the line, and I don't expect the Link to Past community to do anything about it. These people will completely act silent, they'll act innocent, they'll act like they're the victim, they'll act like I'm a threat. You know, why am I arbitrarily blocking them? Why am I allowed to do that? This is completely crossing the line, completely crossing the line. I'm blocking everybody related to this person. Even if you're a threat or not, I'm completely blocking everybody. I have no interest in contacting a single one of you. I will be going to live events, and I have absolutely no interest in talking to a single one of you, and I will treat it as harassment if you persist. A lot of people think, well, what if it isn't him? What if it's not him who contacted the police? Well, let's think about it. This guy's been harassing me for years. He's already contacted my followers. I have proof that he knows private personal information of me. Who else would it have been? Is it someone else in the Link to Past community? Because they all talk to each other. They're all friends with each other by their own admission. They all follow each other on his account, on his alt account. He's already done malicious, insidious activity in the past, including lying, including splicing, including using a voice changer to hide his identity. He's already done this in the past. He has a history. So who else would have been? One of my Twitter followers? Somebody on YouTube? I'm gonna stop streaming. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do about my stream, but I'm blocking everybody related to this person. Subscriber or not, donate or not, fan of mine or not, I don't care. You are supporting someone who is directly trying to harm me and my family. Get out of my life. Stop following me. Stop trying to contact me. If you want to get involved in Link to Past community, or at least if you want to get good at the game, apparently there's a risk involved. I'm going to ask you the same question I have to ask myself every day. Is it worth it to try to get good at a game you like playing? Because you're going to be a target, constantly at threat. You're going to have to wonder, hey, am I safe if I go to AGDQ? Am I actually safe? Or is somebody who's insane going to try to harm me? Am I safe there? Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. And I hope you guys had a good day, at least.